What's up, everybody? I'm grafting mulberry today. All right, this is January. This is Southern California. This is Zone 10. The mulberry tree is right behind me. Let's take a look. This is the Pakistan mulberry, planted about 5 years ago. I pruned it back, and then I took off all the leaves. If you want fruit, you got to take all the leaves off your mulberry tree. It's kind of tedious work, but it's rewarding because the tree seems to make a lot more fruit if you take all the leaves off around now in the winter time. All right, but today I'm going to graft. I already did some grafts. Where did I do some grafts? Oh, here's a graft I did. But we'll do some grafts on video, show you guys how to graft some mulberries because it's really fun. You can create a multi-grafted mulberry tree. So this tree is, I'd say it's about 10 to 12 feet tall. This tree will become a beast. If I let it grow, it'll easily become 30 feet tall. So I prune it back pretty heavily every winter. And now is the time to graft when the tree is kind of dormant and there's no leaves on it and it's kind of asleep. So it's a perfect time to do some grafting around now, which is winter time. Yep. All right, let's go. All right, guys, here are the Scions. This is D-More 9, D-M-O-R 9. This comes from the UC Davis collection. This is kind of a hard to find mulberry. It's called the Himalayan mulberry. Apparently the fruit is like 3 inches long, 3 to 4 inches long. It's supposed to be really delicious. I was very fortunate to get these Scions, so I'm excited to graft it onto that tree over there. This is D-More 9 and D-More 10. And hopefully the grafts take so they'll become more available to folks down the line, all right? So let's get grafting. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, guys, I chose this branch to graft onto. Here's my Scion. I'm gonna graft right here. There's quite a mismatch here. Look how thick, hey, how's it going? Look how thick the branches compared to the Scion. There's a little mismatch here. So we're gonna do a kind of graft. We're gonna do a kind of graft that's gonna take care of that problem. And we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it fit right there, all right? First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prepare the Scion. Look at the Scion, it was cut a few weeks ago. And so the tips are old. So I want new fresh tips for grafting. So I'm gonna cut off the very top and the very bottom. So I'll cut off the very top here. And then I'll cut off the very bottom. Just like that. Now we have fresh tips. So you see they're glistening and gleaming. That means they're still fresh and good to go. And there's a nice green ring around the top, around this section of the Scion. All right, perfect. Now we're gonna wrap with some grafting tape. All right, here's the grafting tape. A lot of people ask me about this particular kind of tape. I think I should get a storefront or some kind of thing so you guys can buy this tape through my link because it's a certain kind of tape. It's called parafilm, and it's the tape I use for grafting. And I cut off a little piece right here. I'm gonna wrap my Scion here with it. And let me show you guys how to wrap it to prepare it. I'm stretching the tape. Just like that. We're covering everything except here where I'm gonna cut and insert it right here. All right. Okay, next step. This section is old too. It's been cut a few weeks ago, so I want a fresh tip. I'll cut this section off, just like that. Now we have a fresh tip. Look at that. Nice glistening. Mulberries have this kind of sap. See the sap? That's fine. You can still graft regardless of that sap. Don't worry about the sap. Now I'm gonna take my Scion. I'm gonna put it on top. And I would do a cleft graft, the classic kind of graft right here, but I can't because the Scion is much thinner than the rootstock. There's a size mismatch. So in this case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the side, and I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna gauge how much I need to cut off to the side here. We're gonna do a modified cleft graft here. So I need to cut from here and from here, a little flap, so I can fit this smaller Scion into this bigger rootstock, all right? In the classic cleft graft, you go right down the middle, and the modified, you're gonna go off to the side and try to find the thickness of your Scion and cut that much. I'm gently wiggling the knife here to be in control. And I'm gonna cut down about 1.5 to 2 inches. There we go. You see how I cut a flap on the side? Just like that. We'll go long on one end. Long on one end. I'm gonna cut towards the middle. There we go. And then the other side, a little bit shorter. Nice flat arrow shape. Keep going until I get a pointy end. That's why I'm cutting so many times. I want a pointy tip. Almost there. Yeah, we're there. Okay, I'll show you why I kept slicing so many times. That pointy tip, I want it to be as fine and arrow-like as possible. That end right there. Hopefully you could see that. On the other end too, you see how it's nice and pointy. All right, now we're ready to insert the long end. Look at the long end. It's going towards the center of the branch. And then the short end goes to the outer part. And we have pretty good alignment. Look at that, that's looking nice. All right, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at that alignment right here, folks. That's what we're going for. Put my hand there. There's the alignment. Right along the edge. Let me show you the side view. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. There's the side view. Just like that. All right, now all that's left is wrapping it with more tape and we're done. All right. Now we're gonna wrap it all together. Just like a jigsaw puzzle. More tape, I'm pulling the tape and I'm stabilizing the scion as I wrap. I'm holding with my thumb and forefinger and then I'm wrapping. You don't want the scion to move at this point. I want to cover everything. All right. A little bit more tape and then we're done. I'll do a few layers of tape here. Few layers, not just one layer. I try to do at least 5 layers because you really want to smash the scion and the rootstock together. I keep ripping the tape. All right, there we go. All right, we're done. There it is, folks, just like, oh, I have to expose part right here. I gotta cover it with tape. There we go. Yep. Now a few more squeezes with my thumb and forefinger, and we're done. Mulberry is fun because you can graft it anywhere on the tree. Any part of the tree it seems to take. Some trees need selective spots on the tree to do grafting. You have to like align the graft in a certain part of the tree and then cut away another part of the tree. But the beautiful thing about mulberry is that you can pretty much graft anywhere, all right? Anywhere on the tree, so it's nice to see. And I'll give this a few months to show any signs of growth. And of course, we'll follow up with you. And I want to do some more grafts right now. I'm going to do a few more grafts because we have a few more little pieces of scions. So we'll do a few more grafts. I'll show you the end project. And then, of course, we'll show you the results. All right? Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back here in March, towards the end of March. And these grafts are starting to grow. Oh, yeah. Check it out. We're starting to see some growth on these grafts. Look at the buds popping through the grafting tape. When you see this, when you see buds growing through the grafting tape, that's a great sign. That means your graft is growing and it's on its way to being a successful graft. Let me try to get it in focus. This is the one I did on camera. And let me show you some other grafts that we did, and they all seem to be growing out. Here's another one. Look at those new leaves popping through the tape. This is where the graft was done down there. Let me walk around the tree. There's a few grafts on here. Oh, here's another one. Got more leaf growth right there. Looking really, really good. All right, I'm excited now. We got some grafts growing. Look at now, there's another one. Graft was done down here, and we have nice leaves, nice bud popping through the grafting tape. All right, awesome. Now you're probably, oh, here's another one. Last one, I think. Look at that. Good growth. Graft was done right down there, right here. Now you're probably thinking, what's the point of grafting mulberry if I can grow a lot of these from cuttings? Why should I graft? Well, there are a few varieties that will not grow from a cutting. I believe the white Pakistan and the Persian shot-tooth mulberries will not grow from a cutting, and there are a handful of others. You'd be hard-pressed to try to grow those from cuttings. It's just not possible. So your option is to graft onto a tree, and then you can get fruit off those varieties. And remember when I took all the leaves off the tree? Well, now every single little node has mulberries on it. Look at all these mulberries. Oh yeah, exciting. A lot of fruits there. And I strongly believe that's because I took all the leaves off of the tree. Yes. So that took about 2 months to show signs of growth. We're here at the end of March. It's been really cold, really rainy here in Southern California. And now these trees are starting to wake up. We're going into April, and now we're going to start seeing some fruit going on. All right, folks, if you like this video, as always, give me a like, subscribe, and then leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. As usual, keep growing, keep getting better, and let's grow together. Have a great day. Bye.